Before you book your next salon appointment, stop, because there are 4 little words that are aging you faster than time ever could. 4 words millions of women over 60% say at every single visit without even thinking. Just the usual, please. And the moment you say them, your stylist reaches for the same tired, rounded, flattened shape that quietly adds 10 years to your face. Stylists have a name for it behind closed doors. They call it the granny cut. And here's what nobody tells you. It has nothing to do with your age. It comes down to 6 specific mistakes in the shape of your hair. And today I'm going to show you the 6 haircuts that reverse every single one of them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which cut suits your face, your hair, and your lifestyle. And I'll give you the exact words to say in the salon chair so you never walk out disappointed again. And stay with me, because number 1 is the cut top stylists say flatters almost every woman over 60, yet almost nobody asks for it by name. Real quick before we begin, if you believe style has no expiration date, you're in exactly the right place. This channel is all about looking and feeling your absolute best in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So tap subscribe so you never miss a video. And do me one small favor. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from today. I read every single one. Now, what exactly is a granny cut? Picture it. The tight uniform perm that sits on the head like a helmet. The short, rounded wash and set with no movement. The flat one-length cut that just hangs there, dragging everything downward. Here's why those shapes age you. And this is the part most videos never explain. After 60, 2 things happen naturally. Our hair loses density, especially at the crown. And our faces gradually lose volume in the cheeks, which means gravity starts winning little battles it never used to win. Now, think about what a flat, downward-weighted haircut does. It presses against the scalp, exposing every bit of thinning. It pulls the eye down along the very same lines gravity is already drawing. In other words, the granny cut doesn't just fail to help you. It exaggerates the exact 2 things you'd most like to soften. But here's the wonderful news. Every one of those effects can be reversed with shape alone. Lift where you've lost volume. Softness where your face wants light. Movement where your hair has gone flat. That's what these 6 cuts do. Let's count them down, starting with number 6. Number 6, long layers. Let's destroy the oldest myth in the book right now. The idea that women over 60 must cut their hair short. Says who? Look at Christy Brinkley. Look at Jane Seymour. Both past 65. Both wearing hair beyond their shoulders. Both looking sensational. Long hair after 60 isn't the problem. Long, unlayered hair is. When longer hair has no layers, it hangs in one solid curtain. Stylists say it sits like a heavy blanket. No movement. No life. All that weight flattens the crown and drags your features down. And that downward pull is precisely what reads as older to the human eye. Layers change the physics. When your stylist removes weight through the bottom sections, the hair can finally move. And movement is one of the strongest youth signals hair can send. A head of hair that swings when you turn looks decades younger than hair that just follows you. This cut is for women with medium to thick hair who love their length and refuse to give it up. Here's your salon script, word for word. I'd like to keep my length, but add long layers through the bottom to remove weight and create movement. Nothing choppy around my face unless it's soft. And one free styling trick. After blow drying, flip your head upside down for the last 30 seconds. Instant lift at the roots, right where you need it most. Now, long layers solve the weight problem. But what if your problem is the opposite? Hair so fine there's barely any weight left. Then the next cut might be the smartest decision you can make. And it's the one most women are afraid of. Number 5, The Textured Pixie. I can already hear some of you. Oh no, not a pixie. Too short. Too drastic. Hear me out, because that fear is costing thousands of women their best look. Helen Mirren, Jamie Lee Curtis, Judi Dench. Nobody on earth would call their style a granny cut. And here's the counterintuitive truth about thinning hair. The shorter and lighter it is, the fuller it appears. Long, fine strands get pulled flat by their own weight, showing every gap at the scalp. A short, softly layered pixie removes that weight entirely, so every strand can stand up, lift, and create the illusion of density. There's a second benefit almost nobody mentions. A pixie exposes your neck, your jawline, your cheekbones. And here's a beautiful secret about aging. As the cheeks soften, your bone structure actually becomes more defined. A pixie showcases the one feature that improves with time. This cut is for women with fine or thinning hair, women tired of daily styling, and honestly, women ready to feel a little bold again. Your salon script. I want a textured pixie with soft layers and volume on top, not rounded, not helmet-shaped, and keep the top longer so I can style it with lift. That phrase, not rounded, is your insurance policy against the granny shape. Styling takes 90 seconds. A pinch of texture paste worked through the top with your fingertips, and you're done for the day. By the way, if you're already picturing yourself in one of these cuts, that's exactly what this channel is here for. Every week I share the style secrets most women over 60 never get told, so if this is helping, take 1 second and subscribe. Because what's coming at number 1 is advice most women will never hear from their own stylist. Number 4, the side-parted, softly asymmetrical bob. Let me ask you something. Where did you part your hair this morning? Straight down the middle. Then you may be doing your face a quiet disservice. A harsh center part splits mature hair into 2 flat panels, exposes the scalp along a dead straight line, and draws the eye to the flattest, most lifeless part of your hair, especially if your roots get oily by afternoon. Now watch what one small change does. Sweep that part 2 inches to the side, and suddenly the larger section of hair has to travel up and over the crown before it falls. That journey creates instant, automatic volume, no products, no tools. Stylists point to Helen Mirren's asymmetrical bob as the masterclass. The deep side part and gently uneven lengths give the hair lift and fullness, while enhancing the cheekbones again. The feature time sharpens rather than softens. And that slight asymmetry, a touch longer in front, does something clever. Perfectly round, perfectly symmetrical shapes read as dated. A little asymmetry reads as intentional, modern, alive. This is for women with fine to medium hair, women whose hair falls flat by midday, and any woman whose current bob feels a little too safe. It's the smallest change with the biggest payoff. You're not even losing length, just moving a line. Your salon script. I'd like a bob with a deep side part and soft asymmetry, slightly longer toward the front, and please point cut the ends so they're not blunt. Point cutting gives the ends a feathered, living edge instead of a hard line. So we've lifted the crown. But there's one region of the face we haven't touched. The place where the first signs of aging appear for almost every woman. The next cut was designed specifically to soften it. Number 3, the Modern Shag, or its longer sister, the shaggy lob. If the word shag makes you think of the 70s, good, because this cut took everything wonderful about that era and refined it. Layers stacked from the crown down, feathery, piecey ends, a soft, wispy frame around the face. It's the haircut equivalent of candlelight. Everything becomes gentler, warmer, more flattering. Here's the mechanism. All those stacked layers rebuild volume at the crown, right where thinning hits hardest. While the wispy fringe softly veils the forehead, hair experts repeatedly say, shoulder-length shaggy lob with bangs can genuinely take 10 years off, because the fringe gracefully conceals forehead lines while the layers restore fullness everywhere else. Nothing about it hides you. It's a whisper, not a curtain. And there's an attitude to a shag no other cut has. It's a little rock and roll. A little, I have better things to do than fuss over my hair. And that effortless quality is deeply youthful, because nothing ages a woman faster than hair that looks labored over. This might be the most democratic cut on the list. Fine hair gains volume from the layering. Thick hair sheds its bulk. And if you have natural waves or curls you've been told your whole life were difficult, a shag makes them the star of the show. Your salon script? I'd like a modern shag with layers starting at the crown, soft wispy bangs and feathered ends, cut to work with my natural texture. Then your entire routine becomes this. Rough dry with your fingers, scrunch in a light mousse, walk away. Now whatever you do, don't click away yet, because the top 2 cuts are the ones stylists themselves choose most often for clients over 60. And right after number 1, I'm giving you the 3 mistakes that can age you even with a perfect haircut. The most valuable part of this video is still ahead. Number 2, curtain bangs on shoulder-length hair. If there were a single cheat code for looking younger, this is it, because curtain bangs are barely even a haircut. They're a 5-minute addition to the hair you already have. And stylists consistently say a curtain fringe brightens the entire face and delivers an immediate youthful glow. Here's why they work so beautifully after 60. Curtain bangs are longer in the middle, parted softly and swept to each side, like theater curtains opening around your eyes. That shape does 3 jobs at once. It gently veils the forehead, softening any lines without ever looking like you're hiding. Its sweeping diagonal lines lift the eye area, pointing up and outward, the exact opposite direction gravity pulls. And because they blend into the rest of your hair, instead of cutting straight across, they flatter you even on the days you don't style them. Who are they for? Almost everyone. And that's not an exaggeration. Celebrity stylists share one golden rule: have the bangs separate right at the highest point of your eyebrow arch, because that placement accentuates your eyes. Round face, long face, glasses, no glasses, curtain bangs adapt. Your salon script. I'd like soft curtain bangs starting around the arch of my brows, blending into face-framing layers, nothing blunt, wispy enough to sweep aside. And here's the insider secret. Most salons trim bangs between appointments for free, and if you ever change your mind, curtain bangs grow out gracefully into face-framing layers. No awkward face, no regrets. There is genuinely no downside to trying them. Curtain bangs frame the top of your face. But the number 1 cut does something no other style can. It resculpts the bottom of your face. And that, according to the stylists who work with women over 60% every day, is where the real transformation lives. Number 1, the layered face-framing bob cut between the chin and the collarbone. This is the cut. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Celebrity stylists describe the chin-length bob as that rare cut that feels both classic and modern, one that opens up the face while hugging the jawline in a way that actually defines and lifts it. Stylist put it perfectly. It works like built-in contour. Read that again. A haircut that contours your face. No makeup, no filters, just scissors and geometry. Here's how. As we age, the jawline is often the first place we notice softening. A bob cut right at or just below the chin creates a clean visual line exactly there, and your eye reads that line as your jawline. The cut literally redraws the border of your face, crisper and higher than nature is currently offering. Meanwhile, chin-length hair concentrates all your density into one compact shape, so even fine hair suddenly looks thick and full. One warning though, because this is where the granny cut sneaks back in. A bob done wrong, perfectly rounded and blunt, tips matronly fast. The fix, straight from celebrity stylists: keep it slightly edgy and ask your stylist to cut into the ends so they're textured and a touch uneven. That lived-in edge is the entire difference between Red Carpet Sharp and Church Photo 1987. And it flexes for every face. Rounder face, take it just below the chin to lengthen. Longer face, right at the chin to add width. It's also spectacular with silver hair, because the clean shape makes gray look deliberate and chic. Your salon script, write this one down. I'd like a layered bob between chin and collarbone, with soft face-framing pieces in front. Texturize the ends. Nothing blunt, nothing rounded. I want it to look modern. 11 seconds to say 10 years off your face. Now, 3 quick mistakes that can age you even with a perfect cut. Color that's too dark or too ashy. Flat, harsh tones fight mature skin. Softer, dimensional color, or beautifully kept silver flatters infinitely more. 2. Skipping trims. Thin, straggly ends whisper granny louder than any style choice, so keep a trim every 8 to 10 weeks. 3. Fighting your gray instead of upgrading it. If you're ready for silver, wear it gloriously. A weekly purple shampoo keeps it bright and brass-free, and paired with any cut on this list, silver doesn't say old. It says confident. If you wear glasses, bring them to your appointment and have your stylist check the cut with them on and off. And before you commit to anything, you can preview every one of these cuts on a free virtual try-on app using your own photo, screenshot your favorite, and hand it to your stylist. 0. Guesswork. And here's the golden rule that ties all 6 together. After 60, the eye should always travel up and out, never down. Volume at the crown, lift at the temples, sweep at the eyes, softness at the jaw. Ask of any haircut, does this shape lift me up or drag me down? And you'll never get an aging cut again. So, 6 cuts, 6 salon scripts, and 0 excuses for ever saying just the usual again. If this video gave you even one idea you're excited to try, consider subscribing. This community is full of women proving every week that our best styled years are the ones we're living right now. Tell me in the comments which of these 6 you're tempted to try, or which one you're already wearing. Your comment might be exactly the nudge another woman needs. And if you have a friend or a sister who's overdue for a salon refresh, send her this video. It might change what she asks for. Now, before you go, your haircut is only half the equation. The colors you wear next to your face can brighten you by a decade, or wash you out completely. So watch this next video, where I reveal the colors every woman over 60 should keep far away from her face, and the shades that make your skin absolutely glow. I'll see you there.